There you go. We're live.
Yeah, there you go.
What is going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the TruthCast. Got my boy Jeffrey Warfield, who's about to drop all
Hey,
that DC knowledge on us. Hey, what's up, Truth? How you doing? What's all good, bro? How you doing? And Jeffrey
well,
Warfield with us, and bro, we just got like an avalanche of like mad DC news, especially all the Steppenwolf, all the Zack Snyder breakdown on his Vero stream, which was awesome, by the way. If you haven't checked it out, go watch. I think it
yeah,
should be on. Yeah, go watch on YouTube right now. It should be live, not live, but you should have a recording of it. It's I think it's like only an hour long, but it's like really
yeah.
Zack Snyder really gave a bunch of like details about what he wants, especially like with the Flash, about how it was interesting to see how he said that it will be hard for him to save people because of his super speed. Like if he saves someone, like he will like rip the person apart, like he rip
Yeah,
that person in half.
yeah,
That was
because
awesome.
yeah, as I was watching it, it was like being at a actual lecture in film school, and people are actually paying attention to it. So yeah, that was really cool.
Hold up, my audio a little weird. Hopefully, okay, there we go. Uh, Jeffrey Grayson, what's up, bro? Hey, is that Jeffrey?
Hey,
Yes, it is.
yes, it is.
That is Jeffrey. He's a good guy. He's a big DC. He's a DC prophet, as we should as we call him, because like everything he says seems to come true. So if Jeffrey says that Supergirl is gonna be in Zack Snyder's Justice League movie, then you could basically like count on it, like take it to the bank that it's going to
Dude.
happen.
Dude, he's been teasing it all along. He said that the easiest answer for is Superman the only Kryptonian left. He said it's the only easy answer, but we know Zach, and he likes to be cryptic. So I'm still sticking to my guns that Supergirl is going to be in this movie because if you because actually that was actually in the original slate. Like he was talking about doing a Supergirl movie, but they just didn't put
Hold
it. But they didn't put it on the original slate. So really, they were just kind of iffy about it. But
on.
yeah, I really can't wait for Supergirl to
It's
be
gonna
in
be
Zack
amazing.
Snyder's Justice League.
Give me 1 second because my audio is a little weird. Just give me 1 second.
Okay, literally, the guy knows everything. I appreciate that. Um,
Yeah, there we go. I don't know
yeah,
what's going on. My audio is a little weird. I don't know what the hell is going on. What's up, Truth? What's up, Christian I Am Vengeance? Hopefully you are well. Simon says, "What's good, bro? Sup, guys? I
what
need the
up?
I need the Batfleck series. Batfleck is the best. Yes, he is the
Yes,
best.
and the Black Flag series is coming.
Exactly.
Because really, like Jim Lee, Jason Killar, they're promoting Batfleck hard this time around. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Batfleck announcement by the end of the month
Oh, but
because
huh, interesting.
because because Zach said that there is more to come. So really, like, what is that more to come?
I know, cause and people are like really I want to say impatient because that they're waiting for the Batfleck. Like, where is it? Like, where's the announcement? I'm just like, guys, like it's gonna come. Like, don't worry, it's gonna happen. And when it does, that's gonna break the internet. Oh my god! Like, I can't wait for that.
I also believe the Ayer cut is coming out because I don't know if you heard, but the news came out sometime last night that Margot Robbie is actually interested in seeing the Ayer cut.
Oh, I saw that. That's awesome. and, and-
So so really, like, people who say that David Ayer that Margot Robbie doesn't like how David Ayer did her, like like Margot Robbie being interested in the Ayer cut puts it in so many levels, because in that case, like, she's like Jason Momoa at this when it comes to the Ayer cut, because she's like the DC villain cash cow right now
Oh yeah,
with
she's everywhere.
with Harley Quinn. So I think that if Margot Robbie wants it, release the Ayer cut.
Exactly. And David Ayer, like his look for Harley Quinn became so popular, especially like with every girl dressing up in Comic-Con as Harley Quinn, as Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. So like, I never heard Margot Robbie say anything negative about David Ayer or his Suicide Squad movie. So like it would make sense for her to be a part of it, and be actually like excited, because her cut, like her scenes were probably like changed as well with David Ayer's Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah, because David actually said that his that in that Harley Quinn was actually a lot more complex
Yeah,
in his cut, while for while really for just the theatrical cut that we got, and even the extended cut, it was just like she was just Joker crazy, as we say. So really, with it being more complex, I'm really interested in seeing what Harley Quinn was like.
it'll be very unique to say the least, and much more complex with the Joker as well.
Yeah.
Do you think Uxas is going to his Omega powers with the Mother Box? That's what I got from the new Zack Snyder trailer with the history lesson.
I
Uh,
think in the history lesson alone, I don't think so. There, because really, like, Dark Side, Ray Porter said that that really he Uxas is going to go into this like Shakespearean journey.
yeah.
So so really, like, it's going to be very interesting with that. Like, Shakespeare is not the type of person I would go to when talking about Dark Side.
But in a way,
So
in a way, Darkseid does have that. Like he sounds smart. He sounds like Shakespearean in a way. Like he's not like your typical bad guy, like sounding dumb and everything. I think Darkseid needs that. He needs that intelligence to like set him apart from other DC villains.
yep.
Yeah, so I think that's what Chris Terrio
Well,
was going to do with Darkseid.
well, well, really, I don't think all of the villains have so far have been done, because you have Zod,
Yeah,
who, in his own way, like, he doesn't want to take over the world. He just wants to care for his people, because that's the purpose that he was given.
yeah.
And then you have Lex, who's like intelligently, like, way smarter than I would have thought to have been. So then you go into Steppenwolf and Darkseid. What's gonna happen with that?
It,
So
it's it.
really, I don't. So really, in terms of like dumb villains, when it comes to DC's side, I don't really see any dumb villains yet.
No, not at all. Because DC has the best villains out of every other superhero comic book movie.
Yeah.
uh, it's weird that Flashpoint movie has not cast Reverse Flash for the movie.
Um.
I don't think he's
I
gonna be in it,
heard
is it?
I heard that there has been a rumor of the casting of Reverse Flash. Like, it was the person who played as Magneto in the last X-Men
Yeah,
movies, like when he was young,
Michael
Magneto.
Fassbender.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender. And honestly, I think he can actually do a good Reverse Flash.
He'd be awesome too. I love his Reverse Flash. I mean, his Reverse Flash. I mean, if he was cast as Reverse Flash, I think he would be great. I think he'll be like much different than he did with Magneto for sure. Batfleck series may or may not be coming because HBO Max is really pushing Batfleck, but I have no doubt in terms of the Ayer cut. The Ayer cut, yeah, is definitely coming. I think the Batfleck show is coming. I think they're just waiting for an announcement. Like
Yeah.
they're waiting for like the right time to release it because I think they want to focus on the Snyder cut and really like put all their basket and eggs in that, and then when it's time and ready, the Batfleck announcement will come. That's what I think.
Mhm. Me too.
Let's see. I'm
Uh,
movie based or not because I've heard
you
about that movie that
you
don't add up.
you're messed up a bit. You're messed up. Like you're freezing and
I'm confused. Is the Flash? Oh, my bad. Oh, am I good now? Can you hear me?
yeah, you're
Am I
good.
good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm confused. Okay. I'm confused. Is the Flash movie based off of Flashpoint or not? Because I've heard things about the movie that don't add up. Well, it's more like a
Oh,
multiverse
so
movie.
I can actually answer that because really the Zach said that this is actually something that he said that Andy Muschietti's sister said, who's actually producing the movie. Apparently on Instagram, like around the time of DC fandom, someone DM'd her and asked if the Flash movie is going to be Flashpoint, and she said no. What they're trying to do, what the Flash movie has always been trying to do, is really explore the multiverse, and it
Yeah.
really and then he followed up and then he did like a follow-up question where he asked, is the Flash movie in the continuity of the Snyderverse? She said, and she gave kind of like a sly answer but then a
Yeah.
wink, but
Yeah.
and she gave like a wink to it. So I think, yeah, the Flash movie is going to be part of the Snyderverse because because someone, I do remember someone asking if his Flash movie was going to be Flashpoint, and
Yeah.
he said, and Zach said no, it's going to be something better. So I think something better other than time travel would it be exploring the multiverse, which is what they're doing.
Yeah, which is gonna be awesome, especially since they're introducing Michael Keaton back as Batman,
Yes,
and we
that's
don't
gonna
and
be
we
awesome.
yeah, and we still don't know if Jeffrey Dean Morgan is gonna come back as the Flashpoint Batman. We still don't know that's gonna happen or not, but I hope it does. Like I really
Yes,
hope
I
it really
hope
comes
it
true
does, dude.
because that would be awesome. Oh, I'm not going to watch New Gods movie if Ray Porter Darkside is not in it. Well, he's not going to be in it. I think in the Ava DuVernay.
'Cause yeah, yeah, I think so that she said that Ray Porter isn't going to be in it from the last time I checked.
Yeah,
But so yeah,
but Ray Porter is going to be in Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2 and Part 3. So there you go. Like you don't
yeah,
have to worry about like it really doesn't matter if he's going to be in the New Gods movie because he's going to be all over Zack Snyder's Justice League, and he's going to be
yeah,
like he's going to be at the forefront of that series with Zack Snyder. So, and I don't think he's going to be in it for too long in the first movie. I think he's going to be in it more in the second and third.
yeah. And the same goes for Lex, because I heard that for Lex's original screen time, and this came from Jesse Eisenberg, that he filmed at least 18 minutes of footage. So he's gonna have his own little arc in Zack Snyder's Justice League as well.
That's gonna be awesome. I'll probably watch New Gods, but I'm not that interested in it. I'm
Yeah,
interested. I'm interested in it. I'm just not that fond of the director. I don't think she's that good for this kind of material. Uh,
yeah,
so like for me, I would rather have the director for Mad Max, George Miller. I think he would be perfect for
yeah,
the New Gods movie. I think
yes,
yeah, especially like since he works for Warner Brothers and he was going to do a Justice League movie back in 2007. So like it'll be like sort of a dream come true if he would just take on that movie instead. But
Yeah.
I'm not watching that. He's not gonna watch it.
Yo.
I'm gonna watch it because I'm a DC fan. I love DC, so I want to
Yeah.
see how it is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wolf X 2004. What's good, bro? Yo, Truth. What's good? What's good?
But,
So, so everything that we heard about, I don't know if you caught this, but Zack Snyder saying that naked Steppenwolf, that Steppenwolf is gonna be naked underneath that armor because his armor is like. I was just like, I was like, man, random. I was like, okay, that's weird.
yeah, because I was like, I was like, okay, that's weird, but it's like okay, and,
and he
but
also,
yeah, I like him. But yeah, like I'm really interested in how the armor is going to be like its own character. Like that sounds like something very interesting that I'm actually interested in seeing because like you have the media being like the third character in BVS, so it's
yeah,
gonna be interesting how he does the armor as a character.
that's gonna be cool. Oh, I can't wait. If the Ayer cut is successful, do you think Jared Leto will be a regular in the Battleck series and we'll have that Joker solo movie?
That Joker solo
Nah.
movie is really a stretch, but for that Batfleck series,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. I think he's gonna add to the backstory of the killing of Dick Grayson. I think that's gonna be the forefront of the Batfleck series. Also with Joe playing Deathstroke in the Batfleck series as well. I think he's gonna be in that show too, which is gonna be interesting to see because you have Deathstroke and Joker with Batfleck. Who doesn't want to watch that, bro? It's like that's amazing.
And if they use Ben Affleck's original script, which actually is confirmed by Ben Affleck's stunt double for Batfleck. He said that the script was going to go into Arkham Asylum, and it was going to be a more psychological film exploring the mind of Batman.
Oh,
And if you're an Arkham series fan, like let alone a Batman fan, just as if you are a fan of the Batman Arkham games, like imagine like a Batman movie or a series taking place in Arkham Asylum.
oh, that's gonna be amazing. It's like the video game too, with all the villains in Arkham Asylum with Ben Affleck's Batman. Oh my god! And we're gonna get Robin. Maybe I don't know if it's gonna be in a flashback. Probably will be a flashback. But to see Robin in live action, if they decide to go down that route and see the murder of Dick Grayson, bro, that's like, you know how many subscriptions people HBO Max is gonna get if that happens. If they introduce a Robin with Batman and you introduce Jared Leto, especially since Zack Snyder is gonna change Jared Leto's look in the Snyder cut, like that's gonna be amazing. Like I don't know if Zack Snyder meant that his look is gonna change in the Nightmare sequence or like 5 years down the road. Like I'm a little like fuzzy on that one.
Oh, I can actually answer that one. He's talking about the Nightmare
Yeah,
sequence.
I figured that.
Because if you think about his wording where he said that Joker is going to be like road weary,
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be road weary in the present day because he looks like he's having fun. Like he looks like he's having fun, but when Darkseid comes around, he's probably gonna be tired and probably be all serious. So so yeah, I don't think he's gonna have a completely new look in the present day, but I think he's going to have a new look in the nightmare future.
Which is I can't wait for that. That's gonna be amazing.
Especially when Gray said that it was like the creativity of it was video game quality.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm sold.
Like I'm in. Like all right, let's go. Do you think Green Lantern will be in the Snyder cut? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which we don't know which one though. Is it gonna be Ryan Reynolds? Is it Ryan Reynolds gonna be Green Lantern?
No, no. I see people still trying to push that. I don't think that I don't think Ryan Reynolds is going to be Green Lantern.
I don't know. I'm on that train. I'm on the Ryan Reynolds train. But if he's not in it, then I really it doesn't matter. But Green Lantern will be in the Snyder Cut for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
What if in Flashpoint we see Justice League Mortal cast just for 2 minutes before WB still paying them? You talking about the Justice League Mortal cast? That
Oh,
would that would be cool, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
oh, did you see someone's post on Vero today where he asked where someone said that, oh, I have a feeling that Batman isn't going to use the siren
Yeah.
and and that was used in Justice League, and then Zach was like, hey,
What the
what?
fuck?
Like,
It's like what? I love when Zack Snyder posts stuff like that because it just goes to show that just how like messed up that Joss League version is. Hey Zach, what did you think about Joss Whedon doing this? And he's like, what the fuck? That's not in my movie. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Because yeah, like if you think about it in hindsight, what was the thought process of that whole siren thing? Like,
It made no sense. I was just like, what is this? It's like why is this in the movie? I don't know what was going on, but it was just like, oh, another genius idea from Joss Whedon. There you go.
yeah,
Because I swear, wasn't Green Lantern meant to be in Justice League? I
yeah.
think I think he was meant to be in the second one though.
Actually, no. Kevin Smith actually confirmed that the clip that we first saw of Superman in the black suit, there were originally green lights
Yeah,
that were illuminating through Alfred's glasses. So I think that was where we were going to see the Green Lantern
yeah,
for the
yeah,
first time.
yeah. And wasn't Kilowog and another Green Lantern supposed to show up at Bruce Wayne's house and
Yeah,
and warn him about, hey, Darkseid is coming, whatever. Like, oh
yeah.
god, that would be so cool. Originally, yeah. Joker, Deathstroke, Harley Quinn, maybe Deadshot. Oh my god, I wonder who else. Riddler, because we know he exists to the question mark graffiti in the BBS fight. Maybe, but I don't think he's gonna be introduced here.
I do know that, yeah, he probably won't be introduced in Zack Snyder's Justice League, but I
No.
do know that uh, I do know that wow, that really wow, but yeah, like really like I think he will be introduced, and I
Mhm.
do. And so, yeah, that's actually going to be. And I do know that Scott Fowler is actually trying to do this campaign for him to be the Riddler and to be touch his stuff on Twitter. He really does look like he can pull it off.
He looks like a good Riddler.
Yeah. So,
I would,
so that would
but
be a dream come true for him.
exactly. But as far as Joker, Deathstroke, yeah, I think they're 100% they're going to be in the Snyder cut. Harley Quinn, maybe. I think she might maybe have a small role. We still don't know it yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's in the movie because I think she's gonna be with obviously with the Joker and stuff like that, just for like continuity
Um,
purposes.
Actually, no. That I think she won't because it's actually confirmed in the air cut by the end of the film. Deadshot and her get together as a couple. So if
Oh yeah,
you,
Suicide Squad. Yeah.
yeah. So I think that so I think if you want to think of Harley Quinn being in Zack Snyder's Justice League is probably going to be like a Easter egg treatment, but as her actually being in the movie, I don't think so.
Yeah. I'm Shree. Hey, Truth. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, what's going on, bro?
Hey.
Hopefully you're doing well. But I just can't. Especially, I love all the posters, not posters, but pictures of the Us United hashtag, and we see like Ben Affleck and Wonder Woman, and we see a new photo of Jason Momoa. Like it all just looks so cool, and I love and I love the
Especially Cyborg, man. Like Cyborg
yeah
definitely got a CG overhaul. Like if it, like the two biggest CGI differences so far in Zack Snyder's Justice League and Justice League, if you're comparing them, is Steppenwolf and Cyborg,
yeah
because it still stands to this day seeing Cyborg as just this shiny little toy. While in Zack Snyder's Justice League, he actually does look like a actual
yeah
cyborg.
exactly. He just looks so much better, and it's so funny that I still can't believe how they managed to mess up Cyborg and the Justice League. Like Joss Whedon, like everything he did, it just goes to show that he just did not care about that project at all. Like he was just there for the
Yeah,
paycheck, and he just wanted to mess up everything. And I love the whole black and white trailer. Like I love the way it looked, and I think Zack Snyder even said that he might release two versions. He might release the color version, and he might release the black and white version. Which I love the black and white version. I love that trailer. Like I wonder, like, how did you feel about the trailer? Did you like it? Did you not like it?
I loved it
Yeah,
because
it looked awesome.
really, I think the reason why Zach wanted to do the black and white version, and I'm gonna put on my movie nerd
Uh
glasses on.
oh.
So yeah, the reason why I loved the black and white version is that it made you pay attention to the narrative of
Yeah,
the trailer and what's going on. While the color version, it was kind of like just cool to look at the colorizations.
yeah.
So really, I just really liked the black and white trailer better. So that's my opinion on that.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, my bad.
you
Okay,
good?
go ahead. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good, awesome. But you were saying about the black and white version?
Yeah, the black and white version basically made me pay more attention to the narrative, while the
Yeah.
color version made me pay attention to just the visuals.
Yeah, true. And
So,
how'd you feel
yeah.
about the holographic Superman of like them looking at the hologram of Superman? He like flying through the air. That looked awesome. I love that.
That looks
I love that little
awesome.
visual look. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Like that looks so cool. And I was just like,
So,
I don't know some people. Oh, go ahead.
your Wi-Fi is messing up, like you're choppy.
Oh, oh, can you hear me now? Am I good?
Oh
Am I
wow,
good? Let me see.
you're worse now. You're worse
Am
now.
I? All right. How am I now? Like I don't know what's going. Oh, wait, hold up. 1 second. 1 second.
Okay, you're weird now. So Anthony Belter,
How
can
about?
we?
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. Am I good now?
Yep.
All right. Like, I don't know what's going on with my internet. Like my internet's been acting weird. Like all right. So hopefully, all right. Am I good? Can you hear me? Am I choppy? Am I
No,
emotion?
you're good. You're
All right.
good.
Go. Sorry about that, folks. Uh, wow. Yeah. Actually, WB gives Joss Whedon 10 million to do the movie. Did they give him that much? I didn't know that.
It does show with the CGI mustache.
It's just like, oh my god, oh my god, that's that's awful. Like, why
Yeah.
did? Hey, what's going on, bro? I'm not gonna pronounce your name because I'm probably gonna butcher your name. I'm sorry, but welcome to the stream. Um, they should go ahead and just make just Zack Snyder Justice League part two, I assume, of the main continuity, since they were going to reboot everything after Justice League. Well, I think it all depends on how Zack Snyder's Justice League is. Like, if Zack Snyder's Justice League is like really successful and a big hit, I think Warner Brothers might want to make it on the theatrical side instead of HBO Max. Like that might be a something that Warner Brothers might be interested in doing. But it all depends if Zach wants to do that, because I don't think Zach wants to go through that drama once again with making sure they have a mandate. Instead of 4 hours, you have to make it 2 hours, and it has to like I don't think Zach wants to do all that.
Yeah, because like if you like, I saw like a little thing of like a little film theory video saying that, oh, Zach will have to pay attention to the focus groups and all that.
Yeah.
And then you have Zach saying, oh no, there's not going to be any focus groups. No one is going to see this movie in advance. They're going to have to see it. So that means like the critics are going to be like everyone else.
I love it. I love it because now they don't have to worry about Rotten Tomatoes. They don't have to worry about all the BS from bloggers and stuff like that. Which is like why I don't see Zach going back to theaters. Like, if this is a big hit and Warner Brothers came up to him like, "Hey Zach, we like what you're doing. Why don't you come over here on the theatrical side and do your thing?" I don't think Zach wants to do that. It's like, no, like, why would he? It's like, especially it's like, no, I'm good. And I don't think fans want a watered down version of his Justice League movie. I think they want like a 4 or 5 hour epic from his movies.
Right. Because if you just think about it, like Zach, like really for 300, you kind of had like the kind of like the pretty much feature length film.
Yeah.
Because it's based off of Frank Miller's novel. But then you have movies like Watchmen that are just there. So it's like, how do you do like can you imagine Watchmen in only 2 hours?
It's like this doesn't work.
Right. Because the Watchmen movie, like the Watchmen book, it's not a whole comic book series. It's just like the Watchmen. There you go. So it's like you have to make it like 3+ hours long to make it a good movie.
And I think there's like, how many versions of Watchmen are there? There's the theatrical cut, there's the director's cut, and I think there's the ultimate edition or whatever it's called, like the ultimate cut. I was just like, which is like, again, like I think that's what Zack Snyder loves to do. He loves to take and tell these long stories and build these characters, which is why, I love the fact that Justice League is going to be 4 hours long, because he's going to have more time to develop the characters, develop the story, plant seeds for the future with his continuity on HBO Max. So, and Warner Brothers on the theatrical side, they would never let him do that. Like, which is like HBO Max is a blessing that, oh, okay, like, we're gonna give you everything that you want right here. Just have fun, play in the sandbox, whatever you want to do. We're gonna give you the money for it, and that makes all the bloggers angry.
Yeah, and also the same thing is going for Disney and the Marvel side, because for the Black Widow movie in particular, the director actually came out and said, "Oh, she basically said, oh, I just filmed the scenes and the studio is doing the editing. They basically told me to not be part of the editing process. So whatever is in the movie is they're doing."
Exactly.
So yeah. So yeah, if it turns out to be like a basic mess, then you know who to blame.
And it just goes to show that Marvel is just like it's a factory just producing films that don't really mean anything. Just like, okay, well, here's Marvel movie number 1, here's Marvel movie number 2, stuff like that. And I love the fact that Zack Snyder's Justice League actually feels like it's going to be a mythic, grand a magnum opus to like comic book stories, and I love it. I love the fact that Zack Snyder is going to tell his story. It's a win for us. So I don't know why people are complaining. It's like you're going to have the best of both worlds. Like if you don't like Zack Snyder's Justice League, guess what? You're going to have a different version on the theatrical side for Warner Brothers. And if you love both, you're going to have both. So it's
Right.
like, so I don't understand like why there's so much hate towards Zack Snyder and this whole concept of the multiverse. It's a win-win for
Right.
you.
Right. Because even with Lord of the Rings, those movies are good. The theatrical version is good, but then you go into the nearly the basic 4 hour versions, and the people say that it's actually better. So yeah, the Lord of the Rings fans, they have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So why can't we?
I know. It's gonna be so cool. I can't wait for it. And it's like this is what we want. Like we want Zack Snyder's Justice League. We want to make this happen, and the fans made it happen all around the world. We did this. We won, and there was like some. I think it was some guy. I think Barcelona B told me about it. Like some guy was on Twitter saying like, "Oh, like, I think I would rather have COVID than to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League," which is like so
Oh yeah,
stupid. Which is like so stupid. It's like, why would you say something like that? It's like, are you trying to
yeah.
get attention?
Because really, like, why would you wish death upon yourself for just a movie that you don't want to see?
Yeah.
Like, that's just dumb.
It's so dumb. Like I really don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand all the hate that that Zack Snyder gets. But it's just like it's very weird. It's like I don't know. It's very strange. Just like I don't get it. It's like why put all your energy into hating something that you're probably never gonna see anyway? Like if you don't like Zack Snyder movies, then don't watch it. It's like
Right, 'cause
no one's forcing you to watch it.
right, because like when it comes to the MCU movies, like I've been saying for a long time that pretty much after Endgame, I'm done with the MCU. There's really nothing left to do with that franchise. Even if they do bring Galactus, like Thanos is basically the Marvel version of Darkseid, which for those, and I'm probably making a lot of Marvel fans upset with that, but Stan Lee, but Stan Lee actually did say and confirm that that Darkseid was the inspiration for Thanos.
Yeah.
So
I think that
if you don't like that saying, then that's just basically the truth.
exactly. From what I read, Ray Fisher Cyborg, it's not going to be Flashpoint due to Joss Whedon's situation with him and Crisis on Infinite Earths. Ezra Flash mentioned him, so that would stupid if he's not in it. Well, I know Ezra Miller Flash. He was on the CW and he did mention Victor when he was like faded into oblivion with the whole Crisis on Infinite Earths. But I think that's Ezra Miller's Flash. I think that's gonna be continuity with the CW because Grant Gustin, he's the one who named him the Flash in that show.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that, and I think they're gonna stick to that, which is like weird. I don't know why. I would.
I think it kind of does make sense because that happened in the comics,
Yeah.
like in the comic where the modern version of that time it met the original Flash in the Golden Age. It was the original Flash that gave the Flash's name to the modern Flash. Wow, that was a confusing sentence.
The whole concept is confusing.
Yeah.
Ezra Flash say I told Victor this was possible, which means Ezra's Flash was in the Speed Force. Yeah, you're talking about the CW. Yeah,
Yeah, and really
that's true.
like and really like that scene was actually last minute. Like it was at the very last week of shooting, and Jim
Yeah.
Lee said, "Hey, we want you to do this." So so for them to get that a week before the episode's airing, that's
It's
that's
crazy.
pretty crazy. like like but almost as crazy as filming a scene via Zoom. like
I know. It's like,
like like I'm still like shocked by that. Like can you imagine how hard that would be to film the scene via Zoom?
that's gonna be crazy. And I wonder if Kiersey Clemens, who plays Iris West, do you think she's gonna be in Zack Snyder's universe, or is she gonna be like replaced? Because I think she's gonna be in it.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be in it, and really from like the casting that I've seen, Kiersey Clemens is still Iris West in the Flash movie.
Yeah. So I think she's good. Uh, when I was talking about the Batman villains, I meant I want to see them in the Batfleck series, not Zack Snyder's Justice League. Well,
Oh,
I don't think
oh,
Riddler is gonna be in the Batfleck series.
I mean, if it,
Uh,
I mean, if they, I mean, if it does take place in Arkham Asylum, I guess you could have him as a little Easter egg, but
yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I don't see. I think the Batfleck series is just gonna focus on Jared Leto's Joker and Deathstroke because that's gonna be the main two components for his show. And I think they wanna, because Ben Affleck is such a massive Batman fan that he wants to focus on the death of Dick Grayson and that whole Under the Red Hood storyline, just not featuring Jason Todd.
Yeah, because really, like, a lot of people just, like, even for Christopher Nolan, he was just, throughout his whole trilogy, it was like him facing bad guys. But I think what, with what Ben was actually doing, he said that he was actually going to focus on Ben's psyche with how the death of Dick Grayson affected him, and really just focus on like how really that's he is how he goes to Arkham. Actually, he actually incarcerates himself to Arkham Asylum to get rid of his problems. So in that aspect, it's like wow,
It's crazy.
Ben really thought this through, and I can just see with that one sentence that I just said why Jay Oliva actually said he read the script, Ben Affleck's script for his Batman movie, and said it's the best Batman script I've ever read.
Yeah.
so and we know that Jay Oliva is also a huge Batman
Yeah.
fan. So if he says it, then I trust him. I trust
Exactly.
him.
He loves the character, and the fact that I think Ben Affleck will use that script, but I think he might do some a minor changes to it, stuff like that. But
Yeah,
I'm,
because of the whole hindsight 2020
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But yeah, a few changes, and I think that we'll get that Batfleck series.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm literally excited. I'm just like waiting for the announcement to pop so I can just be like, oh my god, it's here! It's finally here.
Yeah, because really, like, just like pretty much gonna be like that Joker announcement that came out of nowhere. Like, oh,
Just like, yes, this is what we want. Uh, can we just lock up Joss Whedon in the basement forever and leave him there for 10 years? Well, he's not going to be touching any more DC projects, so that's good to know.
yeah,
Uh, maybe Riddler season 2, though. Riddler is the smartest Batman villain, so I think he should just be the main villain of part 2. Just I wonder how he will betray the Snyderverse. Well, that's the thing. I don't think Ben Affleck. I think Ben Affleck is going to do the miniseries. I don't see him doing a season 2, season 3, season 4. I think it's going to be maybe a 3-part miniseries, and then he's gonna continue with Justice League Part Two, and then Ben Affleck is gonna finish his arc there.
Yeah,
I don't see him doing like 10 seasons of being Batman and stuff like that.
yeah, because really, the whole slate, and this was actually confirmed by Joe Leva. He said that the original slate, like people thought that it was going to be Justice League Part One and Two back to back, but Jay Leva actually confirmed that it was going to be first
Yeah,
a Batman movie, then a Flash movie, and then Justice League Two. So yeah, I think it's just going to be a mini series, and then tie in to the Flash movie, and then we're gonna get Justice League 2.
yeah, exactly. I was just like, and I think, like, I don't know if the rumors are true that Ben Affleck on the Flash movie on the theatrical side is gonna be like replaced with another Batman, and Ben Affleck is gonna continue being Batman on the Snyderverse. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like that.
You're talking about the whole theory with Matt Reeves replacing him?
Yeah, which I don't see that happening
Oh,
at all.
actually, and yes, you're actually right about that because back in 2017, Matt Reeves said that his Batman was going to be completely separate
Yeah,
from the from the DCEU, and he actually still clarified it in DC fandom. So really, where with people saying that, oh, he's going to replace Ben Affleck, I really don't see that,
yeah.
and and really just saying that without seeing his movie with such confidence, like he's going to be good. Like I have no doubt in my mind he's going to be good, but I'm just saying, like, in terms of just like looking that far ahead to the future, saying that, oh, Matt Reeves' version of Batman is going to be the best one without seeing it. Don't set you guys, don't set yourself up for failure because people did the same thing when it was announced that Ben Affleck was going to be Batman. People said that he's going to be horrible as
Yeah.
Batman. Then even BVS and Snyder haters say that Ben Affleck was the was really the best thing about BVS. So don't you set yourself up for failure.
It's gonna be interesting for sure. Ben Affleck is only gonna do one season of his show, then he's done, and it probably will be like 6 episodes, which is good. Six, I'd say three, maybe tops, but I think it's gonna be like a mini series for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, the Batman movie takes place in 2019. You talking about Robert Pattinson's Batman movie?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's actually confirmed now.
yeah,
It takes place in 2019. So, which is a very interesting way to put it, since with that being when the whole C virus started.
yeah.
So,
I wonder if they might use that as a cover for like Scarecrow, like fear gas or whatever. I don't think they will. That
I
would be
don't think
interesting.
they're gonna go
Yeah,
that
I don't think they can do that. So I guess we could just wonder what Riddler is like in the universe. I just could hope that that it's a hush situation where Riddler is hiring Deathstroke. That'd be well. I think Lex hires Deathstroke in the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And really, like, I really can't wait to see a action scene with Batman go like DC fans will agree with me on this. Like, even if you are a Snyder hater, you'll agree with me on this. It's been a long time coming to see Batman and Deathstroke could duke it out for the first
uh,
time in live action.
it's
like,
we've been waiting
and
for like
just seeing,
years.
just seeing that warehouse scene and Like I've been hyping this up as quote the biggest UFC fight in history of mankind. So,
That's how it feels like.
yeah, yeah, because you have people trying to take bets on this, like, man, who's gonna win on this? And I actually saw someone doing like a whole tail of the tape thing, and
Oh my god.
that's like 6-4, Deathstroke 6-3, like so. Yeah,
I,
people are waiting for to see this fight happen.
I know, like it's been a long time coming, and we're finally gonna get to see it. And I think it's pretty much confirmed, even though like nothing has been official yet, that Joker and Deathstroke will be in the nightmare sequence with Batman. Whether they're like he's on Batman's side or they're just like fighting Darkseid, which I think is gonna be on Batman's side. By the way, I don't see them
Man,
being like enemies with one another. I think it's gonna be like a cool scene to see Joker and Deathstroke on Batman's militia, which is gonna be
yeah,
like so cool. It's like I
yeah,
can't wait for that.
really, like, can you imagine like that one instance? Like it makes me want a Joker and Batman buddy cop movie. Like,
Oh my god,
can you
yes,
imagine?
yes.
Like, can you imagine that?
That's what we want. That's what we want. Yes, I want to see that. I want to see that happen so badly. Yes, make it happen. I can only just imagine Zack Snyder doing that, like Joker and Batman being best buds in the fucking apocalypse.
Yeah,
That would be so cool. It's like, oh my,
yeah.
I can't wait for that. In the Snyderverse, Riddler better be smart, or I guess that Batfleck could just punch him to death because Riddler is not physically gifted. In the Snyderverse, he's gonna be in the Matt Reeves verse, but not Batman's. I don't think there's gonna be like even a hint of the Riddler in the Snyderverse at all. I think it's mostly gonna be Joker.
Um, I do know that there is a rumor that you during the Deathstroke breaking Lex out of Arkham scene, I heard a rumor that there was a stand-in for Riddler in one of the cells with a question mark on his back.
Awesome.
So yeah,
There
I
we
think
go.
I think we'll have a cool little Easter egg of the Riddler.
That would be so cool. It's just like, like it'll be so cool if we get to the Arkham Asylum scene and we just see like little glimpses of the cells, like Two-Face or Penguin and stuff like that. Like that would be so cool.
Yeah,
Just like little Easter eggs.
and can you imagine, like, my imagination of the Deathstroke breaking Lex out of prison is basically something that you would see from Raid, like him just slicing up fools, getting to Lex in that one long hallway,
Oh my
like.
god! Yes,
Yo, that's gonna be insane.
yes, please. I want to see that happen. Yes. And I think that wasn't that part of like the original plan for Ben Affleck's Batman movie, that it was going to be set in Arkham Asylum in a raid type situation where he has to
Yeah,
fight all the villains. Like,
yeah,
like I
bro.
want to do that. I want to see that. Do that, Ben Affleck. Please do that. I'm begging you, Ben Affleck. Please.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that he will be in it. I'm just saying that he might not show up because Batman already punched him to death. Well, I don't think he killed him.
I don't
I don't,
think he killed him.
yeah, I think he
Like
might
he
have
might
just
have
like beat him
punched
up.
him, but I don't think he killed him.
Yeah. And also, did you hear about the Alfred made Batman's gauntlets in inspiration for Wonder Woman? Like he
Yeah,
took it. That's like yes, because you see in the trailer that Batman is like blocking the parademon shots with his gauntlet, and I'm just
yeah.
like how is he doing that? And it's
Yeah,
like
because I was like, I was like, because when I first saw that, I was like, wait, what? When was Batman able to do that?
yeah, like he has some powerful armor that we don't know about. It's like holy shit.
Yeah. but
But no, go ahead.
but yeah, like really, like really, I like how. And really, I like how Zach basically confirmed future projects when he said after, like he was talking about after Justice League with the whole tactical suit thing, he's gonna go to his regular BVS outfit in future
Yeah,
projects.
I
And I'm
love
like,
it.
yes,
I love it. Uh,
that is the best. That is the best Batman live action costume.
it's it,
Like,
it's it's so cool. I love it so much. Wolf, I'm looking forward to more Cavill as Superman. Yes, 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 yes.
yeah,
And I think we're definitely gonna get more Superman, more Cavill with Zack Snyder. I don't know. I really don't know if we're ever gonna get a solo Superman film with Henry Cavill directed by Zack Snyder, but he will definitely be in future Justice League movies with Zack Snyder
yeah,
for sure.
and this is actually something just a little ironic I found it out. Like yesterday, like yesterday, it was not only was it's United Day, but it was also Martin Scorsese's 78th birthday, and he
Oh,
was
was
talking, and you know that he loves cinema, so in a way, it was like so in a way, this Justice League trailer was really kind of like a birthday present to Martin Scorsese. So that's a pretty fun way to look at it.
yeah. That would be amazing. Like it'll be amazing if Martin Scorsese just went on Twitter. It's like, hey, I think Batman vs Superman is actually a good movie. It's pure cinema. Like that would
Yeah.
make people's heads explode. That would be amazing. Um, did you see Fox Fantastic Four in 2015, where Doctor Doom was in the hospital? WB was
Oh
going to
yeah.
use that. Oh yeah. About the I don't know if it was the writer producer saying that they were going to use the same hospital for Ben Affleck's Batman solo film. Like I heard about that one.
Yeah, and really like about one thing about Fantastic Four 2015. Yeah, that it's not a good movie, but that one scene
No.
where Doom is just being a beast, exploding people's heads, you could really see
Yeah.
you could really see the potential of what Trank was actually doing, but because
Yeah.
of studio meddling, you know how it goes.
It's the same old story. I hate it. Truth, I gotta go. Talk to you later, man. Oh, all right, Wolf. Be safe out there. The Prince of Puzzlers, Batman Arkham Asylum mixed with Death in a Family, mixed with what else should be in a series? Well, the Batfleck series is definitely gonna feel like a mix of Arkham Asylum and Death in the Family. Obviously,
Yeah,
with every, and that's a great combination, especially like if you're a hardcore Batman fan like Ben Affleck is. You know, Ben Affleck is gonna put a lot of Easter eggs in that show because he loves the
yeah,
character, he loves that world. Now, it's gonna, and especially since I think if Ben Affleck, I, I seriously believe that he's gonna direct one of the episodes.
yeah. And I also do know that one of his favorite comic books is actually Death in the Family and the Batman the Killing Joke.
Yeah,
So really, if we'll get some Killing Joke references in there, I won't be surprised.
that would
But
be that would be
that'd be
amazing.
lit.
I hope they use that. I hope they use that for Arkham Asylum, that the same hospital. I think they will, if they're
Yeah,
gonna do that. Yeah, I most definitely. And I think because I think like why not use that? Why not use what you were gonna use before and just continue doing that? But I wonder if, dude, if Ben Affleck is gonna have his own show, which I think he will, they have to bring back Jeremy Irons as Alfred. He has to come back. I truly hope he comes back because he's such a great Alfred. He's like an underrated Alfred, and especially since I think he was in Watchmen as well. So why wouldn't he come back for more DC projects with Ben Affleck? Since he loved working with Zack Snyder and he loved working with Ben Affleck. So if you're gonna do it, please Bring back Jeremy Irons as Alfred. I really hope he comes back, and I hope they don't like replace him with something else, or
Yeah.
someone else. Just like because he was so good in BVS, and we're gonna see more of him in Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is gonna be much different than what we got in Justice League, because so many reshoots with him and Affleck, and you could tell that they were reshoots and they were so bad, especially like with the corny dialogue between those two. It's like, it's like no, like I want Zack Snyder's Alfred back. Please, please, please come back. That would be awesome. I would love for it to
Yeah.
happen. So, but I think that's gonna do it. I think that's gonna do it for us. We've been hit an hour. Jeffrey Warfield, always a pleasure, my man. I love having you here. I love that you're always dropping that DC knowledge. Thank you to everyone on the chat. I love you all. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you subscribe to Jeffrey Warfield's channel. Make sure you
Hey.
hit him up on Twitter, Instagram. Give him a like, give him a follow. Follow me on Twitter at Truth31The, at Truth31 on Instagram. And like I said, thank you all. I love you all. Make sure be safe out there. Hopefully you had a great time with Zack Snyder Day yesterday. And as always, I love you all. Be safe. Don't get the Rona. And yeah, truth out, people. I love you all. Be safe.